today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Strowman on the return.
Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a 1-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
The 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with a...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Delaney Walker. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone.
The Niners.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year. At New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was taken down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, Mostert. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Mostert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 33, 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Mostert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over first.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down,
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's McKissick. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Walker has it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Complete to Delaney Walker.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Third.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Haskins pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
6 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here, 3rd and long after that last sack. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
It's a gain of 8.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, just from 45 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Second down at 7. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays on this drive, all 4 on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong right right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco, to pick up 14 yards.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and goal.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run with Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run.
San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now after the running play, we've got a man. on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 8 coming up. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. Popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The Niner offense coming back out there. Tevin Coleman leading the way. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, right at the 30. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Now a give to Mostert running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
First and 10.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to Southern Nevada. Check out the action going on beside the neon lights of Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. 38-27 was the final. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now goal for the extra point. makes it 14-10. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Intended for J.D. McKissick.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
First and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Thomas Davis.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pass intended for Tevin.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Working with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Niners' 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
From the gun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
8-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line and ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they hand off to Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kevin Coleman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
For San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That second down play nets a -4.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Jeremy Sprinkle. Incomplete. Up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Austin. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go. 5 yards remain on second down. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't. Run the football.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the 29-yard line.
Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 21, 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go on second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down and 9.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game. And no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Haskins. And the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and his throw is incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Richardson. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Haskins back to the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
1st down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Complete. Richardson has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Haskins going to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Delaney Walker, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. Riding their way downfield, they got the touchdown. touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for Jordan.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. Walker with a grab, left side. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing again on 2nd down, Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Tarvarius Moore. Haskins' pass intercepted. The Niners take over.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.